What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Quattro. Welcome to another video, guys. Yeah, before we get started, please smash that like, please subscribe. Guys, the channel has been growing so much right now. I've just been enjoying every bit of it. Thank you guys so much for being a part of it. Thank you to all the new subscribers who have been helping making this possible. I really appreciate it, guys. I've really been having a fun time doing this, and I just want to keep it going, guys. It's been really fun. So yeah, guys, please smash that like, please subscribe, please hit that little bell for the notifications so you guys can stay updated from when I post. Which, you know, it's kind of a little bit hectic. It's not really been organized, but I try to post at least 3 times a week. So let's keep it up with that. So guys, in the spirit of things, you know, it being spooky season and Halloween being just right around the corner, I wanted to do another little story time video, guys, because I had a lot of fun doing the last one. All throughout my time in college, pretty much the entire time I was in school, I worked at Subway restaurants. And you know, so the job, you know, you can take it or leave it. It had its ups and downs. It had its moments like any other job that I was in. It was mostly just who I was at the time is why I didn't enjoy it. But, you know, I met a lot of good people and had a lot of good experiences, and it was a good building block. Anyways, ever since I, you know, have not been employed at Subway, I've met a whole bunch of people that have worked at Subways, and it's like we have that little like camaraderie, that little bond, because like, oh yeah, you worked at a Subway too. It's almost like we can share the hell of Subway, because it was really, for me, it wasn't fun. But one of the many things that we were able to share, and honestly, I didn't really know that this is a big deal until I met a bunch of people who worked at a Subway, not the one that I was at. Ask like anybody who I worked with at the Subway would swear up and down that our restaurant was haunted. So that became like, and I found that from like many people, that their Subway was haunted, that other Subways were haunted. So today's video is going to be about the Subway ghost, and apparently this is like a big enough thing that there's like a Reddit about it, and there's like a bunch of stories online. I found a TikTok of like somebody who may have captured a ghost on camera. I don't know, you'll see. So yeah, you know, it's a thing. It's a pretty big thing, I guess. Our stories were weird. So my personal experiences were like, I would open the Subway, like I was like one of the openers there, so I'd cruise in, and like I'd usually be like the only person in there for like an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, depending on like what day it was. And like the back was really weird, so you'd walk in and you'd like walk along this really weird like U-shaped like prep line into like the very back corner with like no possible exit, like the terminal stop. Like that was the office. So there'd be so many times like you'd be like we'd be grabbing dishes in the morning, and you could just like out of the corner of your eye, you just like see someone just like sitting in the desk, in the chair, be like pulled out and be looking at you. By the time like you'd realize that you double take and you walk back there, like the chair would be pushed into the desk, and like there'd be nobody there. So it was like weird stuff like that would happen quite often, like shadows out of the corners of your eyes and stuff like that. A lot of my, like, you know, I experienced like the faucet randomly turning on, and the thing is, what was so weird about this is like this really wouldn't happen at any other time of the day. It would only happen when people were opening. My manager, my friend, was like rounding the corner one day, and he saw like the door handle move and everything like that. So like it was some really just like weird stuff like that, and a bunch of people were having those experiences. So the Reddit of the Subway ghost. Let's just dive right into it. This one says, at our store, we've had knives and cups falling with no one around, knife fly at an employee from 5 feet away. All right, that's just getting dangerous. And a tomato slicer slamming against the fridge door from the shelf. See, that would actually freak me out, man. Like that's actually like someone can get hurt, dude. Like that's not really cool. Also, we get random voices from the walls and shadows at the corners of our eyes. Okay, so like they got the shadows out of the corners of our eyes. See, that was another thing I forgot to mention. So like, when you were in there in the morning, sometimes like, unless like you had like a speaker or something like that, like there'd be no radio. We'd like have the main radio turned off because we couldn't stand the station. So like we wouldn't turn that on until service. So sometimes, man, as creepy as it is, it'd be like dead silent. So like I'd like run to the bathroom, which would be in like the back of the store, and you can like hear like a whole lobby of people, and like you can hear like dishes and like stuff like that being done in like the kitchen and everything like that back in the dish pit. So you'd hear the door beep and everything like that, which is crazy. So freaky, and that's kind of very similar to like what we were hearing. Nice, we got quite a few on here, so this is gonna be pretty good. All right, this is poorly worded. I'm gonna start over real quick. The Subway I used to work at, after closing, we were busy cleaning the grill, was in the back washing dishes. Okay, I figured out. Punctuation matters so much. The Subway I used to work at, after closing, we were busy cleaning. The girl was in the back washing dishes, and I was in the mid area between back and front mopping when I hear this loud, painful scream from a girl, so I automatically assume it was her and she hurt herself, but turns out it wasn't her at all. That was all one sentence, by the way. We were both confused because it sounded like it came from inside the store and nobody else was there but us. Oh well, I hope the ghost is treating them well. So that's kind of freaky, you know, like hearing the scream, you know, like that could be anything. I don't know, I guess, whatever. Our door that leads to the restroom/employee area always closes and opens at the same time every night. Other than that, not too much, to be honest. They followed up. But the one time at a Walmart subway that I used to work at, the clock fell off the wall by itself. It was on video and the clock broke. It flew off the wall. I mean, flew. Scared the crap out of me. I bought a new clock after that, though. I mean, you got to at that point, I guess, right? This happened literally every Sunday for me. I was prepping something and I put my fresh out of the oven cookies in the bread cabinet to cool, pushing them back so they're in the middle of the rack. Out of nowhere, they fell out of the cabinet. And when I watched back on the cameras, the tray was literally picked up and flipped onto the floor. I can't explain what happened with any other rational reason. Yeah, that's... I mean, when you got video evidence, man, that just makes me want to see some of this evidence. Dude, every time I've been talking about ghost stories, this light makes a weird noise. It's crazy. It's weird. Sometimes I hear banging noises coming from the restrooms when I know for a fact that there's no one in the store except for me. Once I thought I saw something peeking around the corner and looking at me and I almost had a heart attack. It sounds very, very similar to what we would experience at our subway. It's crazy. So I work multiple restaurants and I'm pretty sure that I cause a lot of weird stuff that happens. Okay, here we go. Like when I'm by myself, I've had empty bread pans slide out of the bread cart. Lights flickering really badly when I'm working with someone on their first day. Once a shelf fell off the wall, and my personal favorite, an entire glass door shattered for no reason. Me and a customer were talking and I was making their food with no one else inside the subway or outside of it. Jesus, dude. Then a loud bang and we both wonder what happened. I look over and see it shattered and think to myself, how do I explain this to my boss? Well, you got cameras, so like you don't really have to do much explaining. Interesting. Oh wow, this one's, well, this is from a year ago, but hey, it was kind of recent. Last week Saturday, I was stood by the bread cabinet and the salt shaker went flying from the back counter on top of the microwave and smashed on the floor. I was just counting the breads, wasn't touching anything that could have caused it to fall. Sorry for the reading, guys. Some of these are just really, really badly worded and no punctuation. We've had a swing door separating the customer area from the back, and quite often I'll come out to the front and the door will be swinging as if someone had walked through it and pushed it open. Crazy. Finally, we get our veg and dairy delivery at about 10:30 p.m. every few days, and I work a lot of closes alone, so I'm usually there to check it. I was checking the dates on our open sauce packets in the walk-in fridge, and I clearly heard a male voice come from just outside, so I assume it was the delivery guy. I walk out of the fridge to give him room to wheel it in, and there was nobody there. I check our store tablet, and there was no delivery scheduled for that day, and it couldn't even have been a customer as we were closed at this point. Now, see, this happened to me a lot too, and not like the delivery person showing up to drop anything off. It was like you'd be chilling in the back, and like you would totally hear like a hello, and then like you'd walk around and just be like, what the, like there'd be like nobody there, and you just like chalk it up to like hearing, because like honestly, like you would hear that door beep from any time a new customer would walk in. Like sometimes I swear you just like hear that in your sleep, and it was just like, so you think like, oh, okay, cool, I just got phantom customer noises like ringing on in my head. Like that's cool, that's a thing that happens, right? Yeah, so like I get that, dude. Like that's crazy. All right, guys. So here's a TikTok from Savannah Stubbs. I believe that's how you pronounce that name. Yeah. So she worked at a Subway, and this is when she was getting off work, and she claimed she saw a ghost peeking through, and she claimed she captured a ghost. Let's see it. Fran. All right, that's got to be somebody. Yeah, dude, oh, what? Yo. That's weird, dude. They like blink and then the person's gone after their friend walks by. I don't know, man. That's kind of weird. I gotta watch it again. Fran. Blinks And it, man, I don't know, dude. That's kind of weird. That's kind of something else. That could have been staged. I don't know, but that was kind of creepy. But yeah, guys, if you guys have worked at a Subway, or like you know anybody who's worked at a Subway and you got an experience like this, let me know in the comments, man. I would love to hear you guys' stories. Like seriously, like it was crazy. I gotta try to remember a few more of them, but like it was nuts. You know, that was a long time ago, and it was just like reading these Reddit posts has made like, you know, walk down memory lane of all the Subway ghosts, man. It's crazy. I want to hear your Subway ghost stories. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please smash that like, guys. I really enjoyed making it. I really enjoyed reading all of these things. So please smash that like. Please subscribe to my channel, guys, if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. I'm really enjoying the growth right now. I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna try to do this thing where I'm posting a lot. Like, I'm gonna try to post every day until Halloween. But if I miss a day, don't kill me for it, guys. But I do appreciate all the support, guys. I really do. And if you guys feel interested, please go follow all my other social media. It's all tagged down in the description. I really appreciate you guys' support. Love all you guys. Until next time, I'm out.